Libra, 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 welcome in, welcome back. Thank you all so much for being here with me, for exchanging energy with me, and thank you so much to all of you that have viewed, who continue to come back, those of you that like, comment, those of you that have already subscribed and donated. It means so much more to me than I can ever express. And happy birthday to all of you that have birthdays coming in the next few days. It's still Libra season. We are still in the midst of it. So happy birthday to all of you that have already celebrated, and to those of you that have birthdays coming up still. Let us get into the reading. This is going to be for the 10/10 portal that is coming up on Sunday. So it's going to be 10/10 portal and beyond. Through what I like to call spooky season, because it is October, and this is going to go through the end of October, so Halloween time. So we're just going to see what is coming through for you guys, what and who is showing up. First two cards out, you have the Knight of Swords. This is you, your energy, very Libra energy, fast-moving, quick-witted, determined, a little bit, not chaotic, but just can go too fast for their own good sometimes. But I feel like in this particular situation, you're very much in control of your steed. You know where you're going, you know what you want, you're very determined, you're very focused. Just don't be too forceful is what I would say. Don't force your way into any situations or any rooms, any conversations. Let it flow. The Hierophant is what's crossing you, which is... Hierophant... God damn it, I always get this confused with the Hermit. Hierophant is Taurus energy. I would say if you have Taurus placements, a Taurus moon, Taurus rising, North Node, whatever it is, look into that. That could be something, there could be something astrological that is posing a little bit of a challenge for you right now. Maybe you're having a hard time tapping into your Taurus side. This could literally be speaking to a teacher, a mentor of some sort, or an actual Taurus person is presenting a challenge to you right now. Maybe they're giving you a little bit more flack than you care for. Maybe it is a client who pulled out last minute, or who is demanding a lot of things for you, adding on to things, a boss. I mean, these things that I talk about, you don't always know everybody's sign, obviously. So when I talk about these things and you're like, no, there's no Taurus in my life that's giving me issues, think about the people that are, and know that they could possibly be Taurus, and they could have strong Taurus placement. So don't rule it out just because you don't know. Ooh, that's a future position as well. I feel like with this energy, I'm going to go back to your current energy. You're moving through something with a lot of force. You could be acquiring a lot of new business if you have your own business, a lot of new accounts. If you work for somebody else, I just feel like you're moving really fast through something, and you're kind of like on your way, scooping up a lot of stuff. If that makes sense. I'm not really sure how else to explain this energy, but it's like whizzing past stuff and just like throwing it on your back. All right, I got that. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. And you're not taking time to like take a breath and make sure that what you're acquiring is going to aid you in your journey and not hinder you. Alright, your past, you've got the Three of Pentacles. This is a lot of teamwork. This is coming together. This is delegating. This is acquiring an actual team. You could have hired people, a crew. Again, if you work for yourself, if you work for somebody else, you could have been given the opportunity to hire an assistant. Maybe your company saw that you were taking on a lot and you needed to delegate a little bit. So they're now allotting you a team. Like, okay, this is the team that we've assembled for you. You get to pick who's on it. This is how many people you get. This is what positions you have to fill. Have at it. So you're kind of acquiring, or you have, because this is in the past position, you're acquiring your team and your support system and those that are going to aid you into the future and aid you in gaining more income and more stability. Yes. And you have got two cards, a very determined energy and determination. So you're doubling down on the focused, determined energy. Yeah, bud. Jiminy Christmas. What's up?
No, I just want to get my Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
That's why I want to love you.
Okay. I love you. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to finish this one up and then I'll be done for the day. I got to get ready for work, okay? Alright, I love you.
Why did you give me school paper?
Oh, I didn't do your schoolwork paper?
No. So I'm not going to do it.
That's okay. I'll do it when I come out, okay? You'll have time.
I'm going to Daddy's.
Yeah, if you don't get it done before we go to Daddy's, you can do it there, okay?
I'll just see it at Daddy's.
Okay. Or you can ask Sissy.
Huh?
Ask Sissy to do 1 through 10 for you.
1 through 10?
Or you can just do it on your own. You should know what they look like by now, right? 1, 2, 3. Try it to do it. Let's see. Okay. Alright, I love you. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye. Here, shut the door all the way. Thank you. Alright, and then moving from this is what got you here. Determination got you determined. And it's leading you straight to a Tower moment. Something that's going to feel like 10 steps forward, 2 steps back kind of energy. But what I would say to this is 8 steps ahead is better than 4 steps behind or 1 step behind. You know what I mean? So any progress, even if you encounter a setback, is still progress. It still counts. You're still on your way. You're still headed in the right direction. I would say, no, I'm not even going to say that. Never mind. This could also be something that's not even that serious, like with Mercury in retrograde is what I was trying to say. I think it goes direct next week sometime, beginning of next week. But with it still in retrograde, there could be issues with communication or technology, such as cars, mechanical stuff. So you could encounter a slight issue with your vehicle, flat tire, needing some sort of roadside assistance, but it's minor, running out of gas, stuff like that. That it's not like a huge burden. It might be like inconvenient, like you're on your way to, I don't know, do whatever, and then you get a flat tire and like, well shit, that's annoying, but whatever, at least I still have my car and it's just a flat that can be fixed in an hour, that kind of thing. Or your phone dies when you need it, or the screen cracks, just stuff like that. This doesn't feel like an earth-shattering ground shit, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel like that. Although for the, what did I just do? I think I just did like a quick weekend read last week. You had the Tower and the Crumbling together, which those two combined does make me a little bit like it might be something more serious, like an eviction or repossession, stuff like that. That is a little bit more detrimental. But with any Tower moment, yes, it's unexpected. Yes, it could feel like a crisis in the moment. Yes, it's going to bring change, but it's necessary. And the thing about the Tower is it's something that you've been holding on to and not wanting to change, and the universe has kind of been giving you hints that, hey, you need to reevaluate this, and you need to kind of let go of it. You need to start saying your goodbyes. You need to change this behavior, or we're going to have to do it for you. And if we have to do it for you, it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be easy, especially if you're hanging on very, very tightly. I just gave this analogy in one of the other readings because someone else got the Tower. But it's that getting the warning and then not leaving the top of the tower. You're staying on the top floor, like, it's fine, I can handle it, whatever comes my way, I can hold this ship together, I can hold this building up. And it's like, no, you can't. Just get out, get as far away as you can, because if this shit does fall down and you're in it, you're going to be buried in rubble at the bottom, instead of if you had gotten out and it crumbles, and now you're looking at it from a different perspective and like, okay, well, this is not that bad. This is all I need to do to recover. But instead, you stay in the building, and you have to heal your body on top of it, if that makes sense. So if you're getting signs from the universe to let something go or to walk away from something, or if something doesn't feel right, believe it and follow that instinct. Alright. I don't mean to scare you. It's 1:11. My phone just lit up for whatever reason randomly, and it's 1:11. So, alright, that's confirmation for someone. I don't know why or what or who besides me. In your headspace, your goal right now, you want to be in the Queen of Wands energy. You want to be fiery, passionate. You want to look good and smell good, and you want your hair to be full and bouncy and all of the things. It's attractive, really vibrant energy. You want to tap into that more, which could feel a little bit foreign to you guys because you're air, right? Air and fire don't typically mix, because if you have like a big gust of wind with a fire, it's either going to carry that fire into other places and set shit on fire that you didn't want to be set on fire, or it's just going to blow the fire out completely. So fire and air don't typically mix, but I feel like with you right now they can. I feel like it'll be really easy for you to tap into this. Let's see what's in your subconscious, your below position, before I speak too heavily on that. Because this is either going to be in opposition or okay. The King of Cups is in your subconscious. So whether you know it or not, whether you want to be or not, you are in a very supportive, loving, emotional, watery state, which is kind of in direct opposition. Not only is it feminine versus masculine, it's fire and water. And as I was just saying about air, water is the same way. Water puts out fires, right? Not that they can't coexist. You can definitely have water and fire in the same situation. But I do feel like this is more where your subconscious is. This is where deep down when your mind is still, this is kind of the energy that takes over for you. It's like you're much more emotional than you think you are, or people around you think that you are. And it might be a little bit more difficult than I was previously. That's why I said let me wait until this card comes out to see how easy it's going to be for you to achieve this state. And it might be a little bit more difficult now with this very masculine water energy in opposition to this feminine fire. But you really want to be this radiant, bright, fierce, tell it like it is, no holds bars, shut people down. That, like, they're very fierce. Fire signs are fierce. And water signs are a little bit more subdued and reserved, and they don't necessarily fly off the handle unless they're pushed really, really far. Then they will shut some shit down, and they will definitely fight for what they love. Not saying that they're not feisty and they won't fight But it could be a little bit harder for you than you think or than you want to reach this Queen of Wands state, this feminine fire state that you're wanting to be in right now. You could just really be wanting people to see you that way, to see you as this omnipresent, very opulent, commanding presence. But instead they're seeing you as very supportive and loving and kind and sweet and emotional, poetic, just all of these really sweet things. And you're like, no, I'm fierce. Stop looking at me like that. When you're just like looking at them with these big doughy eyes. I don't know, it's an interesting imagery that I'm getting. Alright, let's move on to the advice. Let's see what advice we have for Libra at this time. We're 15 minutes in and we don't even have an entire spread out. It's no bueno. Alright, advice for Libra at this time. 10-10 portal. What energy are they bringing into themselves? Advice, please. A card for advice for Libra, please. Interesting. Okay. Don't fall on your own sword, is what I would say. Don't let your own self-destructive patterns, whether that is going too fast, taking on too much, not thinking that you're capable, getting in your feelings, whatever it is that you kind of have identified as a pattern for yourself that is you self-sabotaging, don't fall into it. Don't buy into it. And also work on identifying it if you don't know what it is so you can fix it, address it, and not do it ever again in the future. Because this tower moment actually might be self-inflicted. You know what I mean? Like avoiding something for too long and putting it off, thinking it'll go away, or thinking that you'll fix it when this happens, when I do this, when I have X amount of money, I'll do this. And it's like that could be your self-destructive pattern, thinking you have to wait until you have a certain amount of success to do something or a certain amount of money to address something. I feel like that could very well be your self-destructive pattern. It could also be nitpicking, specifically a spouse. I'm not sure why I'm getting this, but that could be your kind of everything's going really well, everything's going too well. Let me pick a fight just for funsies, but it's not fun for everybody. And if you're doing this with people around you, they could get sick of your shit and leave you, honestly. So if that is your self-destructive pattern, how you self-sabotage, don't do that either. Alright, external energies. I don't know why I scooted that over. External energies. You have the Six of Cups. The energy around you, the people around you are feeling very soft and nostalgic and longing for a little bit of their past, their childhoods even. And this could be weird for you. Maybe you didn't have the best upbringing, so you can't really relate. That doesn't mean you can't enjoy their stories and reminisce with them, look through photo albums with them. Even if you don't have photo albums from your childhood, for whatever reason, you can still enjoy other people's and listen to them talk about their childhoods, right? It doesn't have to be like, well, fuck you. I didn't have a childhood. I didn't have a family. I don't want to hear about yours. It's like, what? Why? But that's the energy around you. It's very nostalgic and reminiscent and deep-rooted. Like these are family roots that run really, really deep. People could just be really in their feelings right now, longing for maybe a past life, or the way life used to be, or their childhoods, wanting to recreate their childhood or a better childhood for their own children. Be supportive of that if this is people around you, people that you actually know and not just strangers creating this energy around you. Be supportive of that. If it's your spouse specifically, take a trip back to their hometown with them and kind of visit their parents' grave if that's what they want to do. Visit their parents if that's what they want to do. Your hope, Four of Wands. You want to get married. You want stability. You want to celebrate. You want to elope. If you're already married, you could want to renew your vows or just throw a party. There's something that you want to celebrate. Your hope is that you will have lots to celebrate over and over and over again, and that the party won't ever really stop. That you'll always be able to find something to celebrate and to throw a party over, right? I keep forgetting that it's Libra season, so let's take it back to, you could hope for a birthday party. You could hope that the people around you throw you a party, or just celebrate you and your life up until this point. It doesn't have to be a party involved. I've never known a Libra to not like parties and being celebrated. Well, all but one. And that just might be because they never got them, right? I mean, people tend to not care for things that they've never really experienced. What is this? Did we get 2 cards? There's lots of everything here, I guess. I can't really, but hardly any Pentacles, which is interesting. But that's okay, because we just did a money reading, so you know what's coming in. As far as bottom of the deck, timing, very fast. All of this is going to happen very fast. Any of the bad, you're going to move through it really fast. Any of the good, it's going to come in really fast. Your fear, the Queen of Cups. You could fear, quite literally, someone who is very intuitive, someone who you feel like can see through and cut through some bullshit. Somebody who's going to tell you exactly how it is and what they see. You could also really fear your own emotions, your own deep, nurturing, your motherly side. Your Queen of Cups is she is the mother. But not only that, not only is she nurturing and emotionally stable, she's very wise, she's very insightful, and she's quite psychic. It's water energy, right? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, they tend to have really strong intuition. You, as far as this being a fear for you, you could fear that your intuition is off, that you can't trust it, that it leads you to make bad decisions, that your gut is wrong, that kind of stuff. Like you could find yourself having a really good feeling about someone just for them to turn out to be a pile of shit. That kind of thing. So you're fearful that you have to second guess your instincts all the time, or that you don't have good insights or good intuition. Yeah. That's quite sad, I will say. But the outcome for this is not. The outcome is your goal, essentially. Because it's the King of Wands. Your goal is the Queen of Wands. But instead they're like, no, we're going to put you in a little bit more masculine. A little bit more, just a kind of a, we're going to level you up a little bit more and tap you into your more masculine energy. This is you being in a really charismatic, charming, vibrant. Again, it's the counterpart to the Queen. This is a divine couple, I guess. Is that how you would say that? Divine partnership? I don't know. But with the Queen being your goal and the outcome being the King, I would say you are doing really, really well. not focusing on your fears and focusing on what it is that you do want. And even if it's just a little bit more masculine energy than what you were wanting, you can always balance that out and bring with intention your more feminine energy and tap back into your more feminine side. But this is you in a really creative, inspiring, you're inspiring a lot of people. It's a leadership role, whether that is what you're seeking or not. There are a lot of people looking to you for inspiration and for guidance, honestly. If you have social media, I would say there are people definitely watching and like, oh, they did this way, I'm going to try it this way too and see if it works for me. Or, how do they go from this to this? I think I could do that too. Or reaching out to you and asking you for advice even. Yeah, if you have a social media presence or you're trying to grow it, say you have a YouTube channel, I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of followers. You're going to be getting a lot of clients who are wanting to work with you that come to you via your platform. Excuse me. Because you're going to be in a very charismatic energy, and it's going to draw a lot of people to you just purely from that charisma. Like, I really like being around you. Your energy is really, really good. I want more of it. I feel like people are going to be wanting to work with you solely based on that. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. This is quite a few minutes longer than the rest of them, and I don't want anybody to get jealous or think I have favorites. So I'm going to leave it at that. Happy birthday to all of you sweet Libras. You guys are some of my favorite people ever. I love you all so very much. Enjoy your spooky season, and I will see you all next time. Bye.